Do you prefer planning your day?
I am planning to go abroad.
Having a routine is really important.
I do not have.
Welcome back to the channel. Alright, today's speaking test is a bit different because initially I thought it was a band 6. However, after a close review, I had to change my mind. I recorded a full speaking test with one of my students, and what you're going to see is a transformational breakdown. Throughout the test, there are some insights that can literally shift your speaking test from a band 6 to a band 8 and explain what exactly went wrong, what went right, and what you should never do in the test. And at the end, I'll reveal the estimated band score. Let's dive in. Let's begin with the part 1 of the IELTS speaking test. Do you have the same routine every day?
Not really, because I have my university classes 3 days a week. So on those 3 days, I have a different routine because I have to go to my classes. And on the other 4 days, I have a different routine because I have to stay home and do my work.
Okay. What part of the day you enjoy most?
I would say the morning, because in the morning, I used to go at my university. So there I can hang out with my friends and sometimes I can do my activities. So yeah, I really enjoy the morning time.
Okay. Do you prefer planning your day or just being spontaneous?
I prefer planning my day because planning a day makes you disciplined and you can use your time punctually. Because if you have a routine, you can schedule your every work. So I believe that.
Okay. How do you usually start your mornings?
Basically, I start my morning very early because as I am a marathon runner, I have to wake up early in the morning at around 5 o'clock. Whether I have a class or not, I usually wake up on that particular time. Then I usually do my prayer and I go outside for running. After I came home, after running, I usually do my shower and I had my breakfast.
Okay, great. Has your routine changed compared to a few years ago?
Yes, it has changed because a few years ago I used to be in my college. So there was a time when I have to go 5 days a week in my college. So 5 days, same routine. And now I have a routine that consists only 3 days on that kind of particular schedule. So yeah.
Do you think having a routine is really important?
Yes, I believe having a routine can really important for yourself because it makes you disciplined, right? Because you have a particular schedule for your every work. So it can make the time management really easy.
Okay. What's the one thing you wish you could add to your daily routine?
The one thing I wish I could is the thing I really want to enjoy my time outside in my outside home, doing outdoor activities with my friends. Due to my heavy schedule, I do not have a proper time to hang out with my friends.
Okay. Are your weekends different from your weekdays?
Yes, because on my weekends, I really enjoy playing some video games, or sometimes I go and hang out with my friends or visit some places. And on the weekdays, I have my classes or sometimes I have my work. Okay.
Do you think your routine will change in the near future?
Yes, it will change because I am planning to go abroad. So if I'll go abroad, there will be a massive difference in the routine currently what I'm having now.
Is there a part of your routine that you find difficult to manage?
Yes, that a particular time I would say because when I go to my class and when I return from my class, then when I return, it usually becomes 5 o'clock in the evening. So after that time, I really managing to have go to the gym or sometimes study or watching movies, or so I find it difficult.
All right, let's pause here. The introduction questions were simple: daily routine, planning of the day, and a bit of past tense. But even in this area, the candidate has made few noticeable grammar mistakes.
Then I usually do my prayer and I go outside for running. After I came home, after running, I usually do my shower.
He mixed present and past tenses randomly, and he used some unnatural expressions. It feels like he is translating in his head. It is very common when candidates try to speak fast or answer quickly, they make mistake. They lose the control of accuracy. Part 1 is the easiest part of the test. So if you're not confident with the basics and the structure, it affects the examiner's impression. So you must stay calm and keep your sentences clean and natural. Here we go. This is a cue card. This is part 2. You will have 1 minute to plan. You can think about it. You can take notes. After 1 minute, you have to start speaking on the topic.
Okay, sir.
The cue card topic is describe a place in your town or city where you love spending time. You should say where it is, what it looks like, what do you usually do there, and you need to explain why you enjoy spending time there. So from now, you have 1 minute to prepare your answer.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Please have your time. Okay, your time is up. Would you please start now?
Okay, sir. The place I want to talk about a local garden in our home, in our local area, because I live in a housing society. So in our housing society, we have a central garden. The name of the central garden is RB Memorial Park. I do not know the exact story of that park, but the place is exactly right beside my house. So it usually takes 30 seconds or 40 seconds to walk from my place, and the park is literally on the center of the housing society. On the entrance of the park, we have a big billboard which says the name of the park. Okay. And when you enter the park, there and at a 15 or 10 meter distance from the entrance, we have a big fountain which color is white. And the interesting part of the lake is the square-shaped lake around the park. On the square-shaped lake, we have different benches located, so people can enjoy their time sitting around the benches. And also there on the left-hand side, we have many grounds. Like there is a small football ground, cricket ground, and a volleyball ground, if I'm not wrong. And the right side, there is some sporting items for the children's park, something. And there are some gymnastic equipments where people can do their morning activities. Okay. And usually I really enjoy spending my times with my friends on there. And another thing I would say, when I'm pretty much sad or feeling depressed, I go and sit on the bench, and sometimes I talk with myself, and it really gives me an inner peace, and I can feel it's so satisfying. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of part 2. Now, let's talk about the cue card, describing a place in his town or a city where he loves spending time. In this section, he has made several mistakes, particularly over-described irrelevant details.
When you enter the park, there, and at a 15 or 10 meter distance from the entrance, we have a big fountain, which color is white.
He mentioned the park is 30-40 seconds from his house, what was written on the billboard, how many grounds there are, and what each ground is used for, sort of things, like a lot of details. This is not what the cue card is required. IELTS speaking test is not a documentary. It is a storytelling test. For a higher band, you need natural expressions, topic control, and narrative flow. Let's move on to part 3. Thank you. Why do you think public places such as parks or community centers are important in a city?
In a city, if you have an amusement park, or if you can a community center, you can arrange birthday parties or some meetings or programs in the city. But if you do not have any community center in the city, you have to go outside, which is a hassle. You have to go with your cars or something. And the amusement parks is really a good thing, because people can enjoy their times in the amusement park. They can really spend their weekends there.
Okay. How have public spaces changed in your country over the years?
In my country, I would say there was a time, if you go 5 or 6 years back, there all the public places and gardens were not so cleaned and not well organized, and there was nothing to do. You cannot find any equipments or some activities to do. But nowadays the government has really look after that, and they build some many things to do, and they arrange monthly fair sometimes, so people can go and enjoy their time there.
Okay. Do you think modern cities provide enough places for people to relax?
I would say it's a more controversial thing in my opinion, because in some big cities there are a single park. For a massive city, a single park is not essential, is not perfect. So I believe in some big cities there are not proper places, but if I talk about other cities, there may be some good options like 3 or 4 gardens.
Okay. So what do you think? How can governments encourage people to spend more time outdoors?
In that case, government should organize fairs and some cultural activities in the parks, so that the people can get influenced and go to the park and enjoy their time. Also they can organize and build some more activities based things on the park, so that the people from the teenagerhood or the young or old, they can enjoy their time in the park or something.
How can public spaces encourage people of different ages to interact with one another?
In that case, I would say really they can influence the older generation with the modern generation by arranging some cool stuffs like doing some word games, or sometimes there might be arranged some competition like where older people might get the opportunity to compete with the younger generation to build something like sandstone or sand monument, or sometimes they can arrange some guess games or like games you can.
Okay. Do you think modern technology has changed the way people use public spaces, and in what ways?
Yes, it changed a lot, because nowadays people are very influenced by social media, and they like to go and have some movies in the home, in indoor activities. So that for this way people are not influenced to go in the outdoor and do some outdoor activities in the park.
Thank you for joining this IELTS speaking simulation test. Thanks a lot.
Welcome, sir.
Part 3 was better in terms of ideas, but the delivery had issues. In part 3, you must present ideas logically. First answer, then explain, and then give an example. That's it. Not long description. He is potential, but the inconsistency of tenses, persistent grammatical mistakes, and unnatural expressions reduce his score. Pronunciation, mostly clear and understandable. Based on his performance, fluency and coherence, good flow, but over-explaining and lack of structure. Grammar, frequent mistakes, and particularly inconsistency of tense. So the estimated band score is 6.5. If you want to reach a band 8, you must stop speaking like you're translating from your mother tongue to English. If you want me to analyze your test like this, comment below or book a session. And make sure you subscribe for more real test breakdowns.